Era chiamato l'erede, era colui che avrebbe dovuto traghettare il nazionalismo bianco da un'ideologia fondata sull'odio ad un'ideologia mainstream, a un progetto politico. Avrebbe, perché le cose non sono andate esattamente così. Questa è proprio la storia della transizione di Derek Black da un destino che sembrava segnato a un destino che invece è stato capace di costruirsi. Oak Creek, è agosto 2012.
Five, I got someone walking out the driveway towards me.
Page comes out and he starts running away from me, and his arm comes up and I see the gun and we both shoot at the same time. My shot missed and his shot hit me directly in the face. The bullet went down my throat, ripped apart my larynx and my voice box, bounced off my spine, and that bullet's in my neck. I got up behind the car. I was looking to see where he was, and there's still shots coming. I couldn't see where he was. I was very focused on the distance away from me, or where I thought he was, and that was a mistake on my part, because he had actually ran directly around, came straight up here, and he flanked me on the side. So his next shot shot the gun out of my hand. But I was watching his face. There was no anger, no excitement, almost like he was doing business.
I got a man with a gun in the parking lot.
You wrecked their families. You destroyed the community. If you're going to leave your mark on the world or on society, is that the mark that you want to leave?
You know, a real quick story about being a mayor when you have a mass shooting. It can be your whole story.
The simple fact is there's more white supremacists. For me, it's I have enough experience to make it worthwhile for somebody to
I'm not going to let this tragedy define Oak Creek or our city. Our response is what's going to define us.
We had Paul Ryan, who later was the vice presidential candidate for president, spoke.
And support.
But to hear the stories of the family members is something I will never forget. It was probably as close as I've ever come to breaking down. I was inspired and proud of the community because they immediately stepped up and said, this is our shared grief. For the first 2 weeks, we brought in every agency, grief counselors, social organizations that could help the members deal with their immediate concerns. In the long-term process, the challenges as a mayor is to how do you deal with that? And the way that I deal with it is to talk about it. What are we doing to change that fact?
That you've had enough.
They've asked me to get involved on this issue.
Actions of our police officers prevented an even greater tragedy.
We need people to engage in communities, and that's really where the changes will come. For me, the message is, although we look different, pray differently, act differently, the essence of what makes a person a human being is the same. We all have the same family issues. We all have the same conversations at the table. There's always things that come in that challenge that, whether it's someone writing a sign that says immigrants get out and hanging it in a grocery store, which happened, whether they write letters to me personally, which has also happened, saying, I don't like these people, get them out. There's hate out there. Ours was a hate crime, inspired by someone that didn't understand the group he was even targeting. He may have not even known who he was targeting. They just looked different.
Which was founded by our guest, Don Black, the former Grand Wizard of the KKK, who joins us tonight from Boynton Beach, Florida. Mr. Black, welcome. I wonder if you are proud of the connection between Mr. Page and your website.
Well, of course not. And we're not a hate group any more than Hispanic or Black or Jewish organizations promoting their interests, their values.
When I first heard the story break, I was thinking,
and a culture and a civilization based on the work of the founders of this country and their descendants. And now we're seeing that people being destroyed, being genocided by forced assimilation, by bringing in tens of millions of third world immigrants. So we oppose that, but we certainly don't believe the solution is to go in and shoot up a temple. And of course that absolutely